Right. I was making another video right now and something came in my mind and I've decided to record this unfiltered video. Do you ever feel like you are not, people don't understand you at all? People may make assumption of who you are, right? It's something that happens to me a lot. This is why I certainly don't have many friends and I keep myself to myself, because often maybe what I say can be misinterpreted. And certainly that my personality, maybe, I don't know, challenging for people. Because I can be obsessive about things and I don't know what it is. But it's really, even as an adult, it's something when you are a kid, finding a tribe that you belong to, finding a group of friends, can be challenging because you don't know who you are, you're trying to belong to such and such. I'm one of these people who have never belonged anywhere, okay? Not in my family, certainly not in my family, because I'm the weirdo, the black sheep of the family, the person that people don't understand actions, right? That feeling of not belonging is certainly maybe a trait of my own character. Maybe it's my own demons, maybe my own, how do you call it? Pain from the past, traumas from the past that I'm still carrying forward. But that feeling of not being understood, of people not really getting who I am, because if you look into my heart, you would see that I just have love for people. I just want people to do well. I just want people to succeed. I just want people to get together. The same thing when I say, okay, we should not talk about religion, fine. For me, like all religion need to hold hand, and like in a circle and then dance together, because for me there's not a person in this world that is better than another one. And this is how I carry my life. It's like I want to treat others like I would like to be treated. This is my motto. I hardly ever do something intentional to hurt another human, right? It could be that I've done something without knowing that I've done that. Then let me know. Don't assume that I am against you, or ask me the question and I will tell you. Human beings are extremely, extremely complex. And so it can be difficult to navigate relationships. I think this is why I spend 90% of my time alone and I only have one friend. And I always try to keep the peace. What made me sad today is that feeling that I felt my entire life growing up until today is people misinterpret who I am. I don't know how to communicate properly with people often. And I may say I will say the wrong things. Navigating relationship and humans, it's very difficult. It's something that I don't do well. It's something that I always have difficulty being accepted, or feeling that I belong to a group. I've often felt like an outsider, and I'm having fun here on YouTube. However, what am I doing wrong? How am I communicating with people? How come often people misunderstand the true meaning of what I'm saying, or what I'm trying to do, right? And guys, I have a little group of a tribe of the people that came together in that Facebook group that we have, and who are the most loving and amazing people, okay? And a lot more that are outside of that group, but who are just loving human beings, with whom I hope is people that I will continue being in contact for for the rest of my life, maybe. Just to say to you guys that nothing is personal. This world there's so much challenges in this world that we're going through all differently. YouTube is just that, a hobby. Even if we want to be monetized, it's a hobby. And we should not be here to, if not bringing positivity to each other, that's all I'm looking for in the connection of the people that I have on YouTube. So at no point I wanted to hurt anyone, or I don't know, make people feel uncomfortable or stressed or whatever. So anyway, whoever watched that message video, don't watch that video, doesn't matter, honestly. I really did it as a journal entry for myself. I needed to put that out there, out of my chest, because I felt really hurt today. And I needed to shake out this feeling of not belonging nowhere, okay? I call myself an African, and I scream so hard that I'm an African, right? And I wouldn't need to do that if I felt that I was 100% accepted as an African and not that coconut who have lived way too much outside of Africa, right? I'm a French person, but I'm not so French either, right? I call England my home, but England is not really my home. I'm an immigrant here. So it doesn't matter where I go in the world. I'm a foreigner. I'm an outsider. I was born in Gabon, but today, Gabonese, when I arrive, I'm not so Gabonese, because I've lived in Europe almost my entire life, as an adult, as a teenager, as a kid. Everything that I needed to learn, I learned that in Europe. Then when I go back to Africa, it's not in Gabon, but it's in Cameroon, my husband's country. And there I'm a foreigner as well, right? I'm a Gabonese, and even more than that, I'm also that bounty or coconut, right? That woman that just have a very black skin, but is too white from inside, because I live too much in Europe. And when I'm in Europe, when I'm in the UK, I'm a foreigner, I'm an African, or I'm a whatever, okay? I'm not from here. I go back to France, yeah. I may have the passport of Europe, but, I say I'm going back home to France. But in France, I'm also an immigrant who is French, but when people see me, the first idea they have of me is not like, oh, hi, you French. It's where do you come from, Africa? Where are your origin? Not just out of curiosity, but you're not identifying. If you're not a certain way, you are not French, a true French person. So it doesn't matter. This is why I call myself a citizen of the world, because there's not a country where I will go and I'm like, yes, I'm from this country. So, the world is my country, And this is it. But coming on internet, on YouTube, who is today my outlet where I can really express myself freely and what comes out of my heart and connect with. It's the place where you can connect with people really who are like-minded. And I think what I'm trying to say here very badly is that today certainly was the first realization for me that YouTube or real life, we're still dealing with the human race. We're still dealing with humans, with our complexity, and that tribes, that appartenance, belonging to being accepted or whatever, comes with the territory as well, right? It's the same thing as on real life, just online, where not everybody will like you, not everybody will accept you. People will judge you because you're putting yourself out here to the world to see you and judge whatever you're saying. So anyway, I'm not sure I've expressed myself properly, but guys, life is so short. We should focus on the positive. For me, when I look at messages or videos online, because I support a lot of YouTubers that way, if there's something in the video that I'm not interested in or doesn't resonate with who I am, I just don't comment on it. I solely focus on the positive, right? You may be talking about something that's completely opposite of my beliefs, but in that message, there's definitely something that I can find positive in your video. I focus on that one thing. That's who I am. And yes, I can be extra. I said it several times. I can be a lot to handle. And because I hyper focus on something, when I'm on something like at the moment, it's like monetization for my channel, I will focus on it. I won't sleep and I will be on it because I have a target. And that may sound maybe, okay, we should do that. But it's never an obligation. It's just suggestion. It's just supporting. So often what happens when I feel like maybe I'm doing too much or maybe I'm being too much on people's face, I withdraw. And that's what I do a lot, is withdrawing and then maybe ghosting people, which is not a very good character. But I admit that at some point I feel that I'm not needed or accepted or I don't belong to that place. For my own sanity, I will withdraw and keep myself to myself because that's the place where I feel the most safe. Certainly that this is something from my past, as whatever happened in our past. My ideas are often or always the opposite of what my family thinks. So I've always felt an outcast. I don't belong in my family, in the wider family. I always go for a specific goal. Maybe there's a funeral, a marriage. But even being there with my family, I feel very lonely. I feel that I don't belong there. I always feel like an outcast. And when it comes to friendship, it's the same. I'm somebody who wants maybe to give too much, who was a recovering people pleaser. And there's only love in my heart. It doesn't mean that I don't get angry, pissed off at people. But I mean, my actions are never directed toward hurting another human being. And whether in real life or now on social media, which is becoming, a part of my life at 90% because my interaction are mainly online. Yesterday, Lonna did the first live and it was amazing, right? And we were all there to support her. This is the community that I had in mind when I first called people on, you know, to create a community to get together. That's the community. This is what I meant. It's really finding a group of like-minded people who will be there, not to take advantage of each other, but to support each other. I hope that you find your own tribe on YouTube, guys, okay? YouTube is a place where you will really find people to love you, to support you, to encourage you, and vice versa. You know, give them a hand if they're like, oh, I don't think I can do this, to say, hey, yes, you can do it, you know, you're strong, you know, you're so funny, you know, encourage them to do. I've always felt I don't belong anywhere, not even in my family. I've always been that black sheep, you know, the tar of the family, which means I think as an adult is something that I kept, where I see rejection everywhere, you know, and it's something that is quite painful to feel that you are not accepted. Even when you think, that's my tribe, I find people now that can relate to the side that I've been rejected for my entire life, right? And guys, this is trauma talking here today. I don't know what's wrong with me. All is good, all is well, all is amazing. But what you will find is that channel is honesty, rawness, authenticity, okay? Yeah, I would like to sell you a Cinderella story, happy, every day, sunny. It's not true, it's not real life, okay? Anyway, I was actually trying to record the video earlier for my friend's channel. That was my goal, and now I end up talking for 25 minutes on this channel. All right,